Hey guys, this is Purple Ranger, and here's part 12. No, I'm sorry about what happened in the last couple seconds. My nose started to bug me, and after that I mainly grabbed a tissue. Now, I'd like to give my thoughts on on last year's Super Sentai Zuden Sentai Kyoryuger. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the series. I was a little. I mean, I should say that right off the bat. In fact, I believe it was prehistoric. That's how awesome it was. Anyhow, the season is about what originally happened 65 million years ago to the dinosaurs. A being from space called Devos. He came to Earth with some minions to conquer it, and was met with some. Was stopped by a bird named Torin, who empowered several dinosaurs and basically turned them into sentient Zords. And using special batteries called Zudenchi, they were able to defeat Devos and basically put him in suspended animation. Now, over the next several million years, 65 million years, Devos' forces did arise, but luckily Torin managed to, along with help from some humans, managed to fend them off. Now, fast forward to present, and Devos' armies are starting to arise in full force this time. So Torin recruits 5 people to battle and defeat the main 5 Zudenryu, which are Red Tyrannosaurus, Black Parasaurolophus, Blue Stegosaurus instead of Triceratops this time, Green Velociraptor, and a Pink Triceratops. And the first one we meet is Daigo Kiryu, who, well, it says after a month, but a month that it takes him to defeat Gabutira, aka the Tyrannosaurus. And of course, I should mention this happens on an island. Daigo's been traveling the world for a very long time. And after he defeats Gabutira, unfortunately his morpher, which is a blaster, doesn't turn into what it's supposed to be, and well, with help from Torin, he ends up in Japan. He meets the rest of the team, but he doesn't know it yet. After he arrives in the base of operations, he is given his red and yellow vest, which he wears all the time. And when Devos attacks, Gabutira is there to try and fight them, but unfortunately he gets his butt kicked until Daigo tells him that they're fighting the same, they have the same enemies, so they must fight together. And Gabutira accepts him. Boom. He becomes the Red Ranger. He becomes Kyoryu Red. And when the rest of the team arrives, they do their roll call, kick some butt. And anyway, they get some really cool weapons. And they unlike the other two past Dino Sentai, their weapons do combine, but they don't become a blaster. They become like a spear. I won't say how that happens, but eventually Daigo finds out that Blue is Nobuharu. I can't remember his last name at the moment, and whose sister is actually played by the actress who played Deka Yellow on Deka Ranger. And he also finds out that Pink is named as Amy, who often says things like, who speaks a lot of English from time to time, kind of like Jiraiya from Kaku Ranger. Anyhow, and some other past Sentai actors do appear. One appears as a Spirit Ranger, who was one of the first Rangers to become partners to a Zord, but he's literally been long dead. And that is Kyoryu Gray. I won't say when he appears, but his partner is a Pachycephalosaurus. And another one is Kyoryu Green, Soji's dad, who was not only Goggle Black, but Dyna Black, the Black Ranger from when I was born. In fact, Soji's mom is played by the actors who played Rei Tachibana, aka Dyna Pink. First time those two actors have been together on screen in over 30 years. Now, anyway, he also meets Ian, aka Kyoryu Black, and eventually, they all become friends, and they become a great team. They also learn of a sixth Kyoryuger, Kyoryu Gold, whose partner is a Pteranodon. They also, of course, meet Kyoryu Cyan, who is an Ankylosaurus and a Spirit Ranger. Zord is an Ankylosaurus. And a modern day Ranger, whose Zord is a Plesiosaurus and purple, or violet. And then eventually they are joined by a Silver Brachiosaurus Ranger. I won't say who it is. In fact, there were a lot of twists and turns in this series. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm adapting it right now. Once I finish with this Power Ranger Samurai story I'm working on, I'm gonna get to work on my Kyoryuger adaptation. Sorry, this is going on so long. Now, anyway, I should mention the villains. They primarily consist of Chaos, who is a general, who's like the leader, like the field leader. Dogold, a raging a guy whose monsters gather rage energy to try and resurrect Devos, because that's what the army is trying to do. Canderella and her subordinate Lucky Hero, whose monsters try to gather happiness, and Igallon, whose monsters gather sadness. In fact, all of them are based mostly on modern day things. Some of them are based on ancient stuff, and 3 monsters that pertain to the extinction of the dinosaurs: the meteors that killed them, viral outbreak, and the Ice Age. Now, anyway, like I said, there were a lot of surprises in this series, and I really enjoyed it. Sorry if this is going on long. I have one more thing to talk about. This ends part 12.